It's impossible to do anything without there being witnesses. And when it comes to catching people red-handed, there's nothing better than a well-positioned camera. They say fake it till you make it. But when an actual deaf person can see you're saying gibberish with your hands, then I think it's a clear sign that the jig is up. This would be the perfect escape. Smooth, quiet, and effective. But the existence of security cameras foiled his master plan. When you try to get a big payout, but just end up reversing into more trouble when you get caught. This iPhone thief forgot that phones aren't the only thing with a camera attached. How do you like them apples? These TSA agents put a little twist into their job routine. They'll search your bag for anything dangerous, and then pocket the valuables? Is this the police equivalent of spawn trapping? He fell right into their hands, literally. In this game of crooks and ladders, the would-be thieves rolled the dice and got a none? You know you're a sinner when your plan is foiled by the church itself. The job of a county jailer is to lock prisoners up, but she decided it was opposite day. They both left and never came back. This prison escapee gets bonus points for effort, but despite such a good disguise, it ended up being an awkward undressing and horror movie fuel for the rest of us. When you ask whether it's a boy or a girl, but it turns out to be 2 kilograms of cocaine. I think the baby shower is suspended, for now. When you put a musical student to work at a gas station, he just wasn't able to contain himself on the job. When you're outsmarted and get locked in the very store you're trying to rob, you know it's game over. She sealed that door and his faith by the looks of it. These cops made waves in solving crime when they traded water with water to deliver justice to a jet ski thief.
Swim! So you're gonna take a jet ski and you don't know how to swim? Yeah, why?
If you're gonna successfully pull off an insurance scam, you may want to ensure the car's actually moving when you jump into it. In a world filled with dash cams, you gotta do better than that. I've heard the expression to drop the ball, but this guy drops his drugs in a courtroom? I think that's already a closed case. Doors are there to be knocked. Bells are there to be rang. But this guy decided to skip foreplay and go straight inside.
Why you come up in our house, brother?
If you want to be a successful criminal, preparing for the idea that some doors are locked is important. Oh, and showing your face to the camera is also a no-go. These guys were gift-wrapped for the police. Literally. Trying to smuggle yourself across the border in mattresses probably wasn't the brightest idea. After the camera picked up this vicious attack with some papers, it also caught the worst acting display ever. I mean, that's surely a yellow card for diving. To keep out thieves, homeowners deploy all sorts of measures. Or just a regular gate. Not all shortcuts get you there quicker. Some just get you a hefty fine and public embarrassment. A+ for execution, D- for subtlety. Custom car paint jobs can cost an arm and a leg, but I think this might just be the most expensive of all of them. If that's not his car, something tells me he's in trouble. This master of hide-and-go-seek may have fooled the cops, but nothing gets past cameras, even if your plan is far from rubbish. Good thieves will do whatever it takes to cover up their tracks. Bad ones will do it in plain sight for everyone to see. Let's take a wild guess what she is. He's found a way to get into a convertible, but he's still trying to find a way of converting brain power into good decisions. She may not be able to drive after them, but with that footage, their tire heist will definitely roll to an abrupt stop.
Why are you doing this?
There's no point crying over spilt milk. Spilt paint, though, yeah, that's definitely worth a few tears. Think you're having a bad day? This guy went from gliding through his work to mowing the water. And if the camera wasn't enough proof, the green stains in a swimming pool were. It doesn't matter if she was late to bingo. Not even grandma's allowed to bend the law. If you're skilled enough, anywhere can be your skate park. Yeah, actually, scratch that. There isn't much worse than drunk driving, but drunk driving into a police station as if you've arrived at the party? Yeah, that's worse. Everyone knows the pain enough finding your favorite shoes in your size, but most of us don't react this badly. If Walter White went into yard protection instead of taking on drug cartels, this is how I'd imagine it going down. Traffic lights are old news. You really want to stop bad drivers? Give them some repair costs to remember. I wonder who graffitied the wall with yellow paint. Probably the guy with it all over his back. If you want to do a successful hit and run, having a good escape vehicle is crucial. Escape bicycle just doesn't have the same ring to it. Whoever was filming this exchange was right on the money. Using a bribe has the advantages of being discreet and quiet, but it loses all its magic when it gets caught on camera. You know it's a bad plan when nobody knows what on earth the plan is, but it's also so loud that everyone hears it, including the police. This guy clearly got the wrong idea when he heard it's good to think outside the box. He couldn't think or see with that on his head. Ski masks aren't expensive, man. This must be the world record for the quickest arrest and jailing ever. If there's any place not to shout at cops, it's on their own territory. When you promise yourself to lose weight before your next heist, but it didn't quite work out. Ah, yes, the brilliant decision to key someone else's car. When your own car registration is on view, getting back at your ex is risky business. Comment down below what you do if you saw your ex doing this. This is what it looks like when Grandma has her invincibility shield turned to the max. She doesn't fear cars, cars fear her. Why did the idiot cross the road? To try to scam the driver, but of all people to attempt to fool, an undercover cop car is probably the worst. No wonder aliens haven't visited us yet. It's hard to claim it's just a prank, bro, when you're soaked in aquarium water. It was at this moment the criminal on the loose knew he messed up. Ah, yes, a classic. The sailor's jig, every porch pirate's favorite emote for successfully committing a crime, right before he flees in his very expensive car. Nobody expects to be caught in 4K, but this guy will be thinking twice before doing some sightseeing. They say finders keepers, but I'm not sure that applies if you're a TSA officer. The luggage thief stole the wrong iPad this time, and his crime was tracked right to his door.
Did you take it?
No, sir.
You did not take it.
No, sir.
You found it. There it is.
Okay, turn the camera off.
Jealousy is a destructive thing, but the key to life is finding your own joy, not keying someone else's. If animal cruelty wasn't going to get you in trouble, breaking a car window will do the trick. It's safe to say that dog got the last laugh. Or bark. If you're gonna flip someone off, your next move is crucial. Forgetting how to do a wheelie just isn't the move. Sneaking in behind your friend may work at a club or a train station, but it doesn't really apply to massive trucks. This is what all bark, no bite looks like. He came up toothless when he performed this weapon swap. Some people have the patience of a saint. Others have the impatience of a demon. I'd hate to be on the receiving end of that mechanic, Bill. Accurate representation of my dog when I tell him not to eat something. We don't always need Gotham's hero and his Batmobile to serve justice. Sometimes a good Samaritan on a two-wheeler is enough. And karma can be best served in a paper bag with an unfinished milkshake inside. Giving out about someone else's driving doesn't really work if you can't even control your own car. Being able to steal his getaway ride was the plan, but the wheels never got turning for him. If you want to judge a criminal, walk a mile in his shoes. Or find something, because he'll steal yours. There's bad sportsmanship. Then there's this. He got WrestleMania mixed up with bike racing. Some cops like their donuts with extra sprinkles, jam, or cream. But the best are the ones served fresh out the oven and delivered straight to their car. What goes around comes around, sometimes right in your face. This taxi driver has a strict policy when it comes to litter bugs. If you throw trash out of the car window, then you'll join it outside. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between stealing and borrowing. I'm just not sure the latter was his first intention. As the saying goes, pick someone your own size, not the biggest guy in the parking lot. They didn't, and they paid the price. Sure, traffic jams can be frustrating, but you know what's worse? Being caught trying to skip the queue and failing miserably. No poor soul deserves to see this guy's strange hobby on their door cam. In situations like this, the police don't even need to get in their cop cars to catch a suspect. He came right to them. Being tidy was not the priority for these house intruders, and even when the camera was spotted, stealth was still at level 0. In a world full of public bins, he decided a hotel car park was the best spot to dump his trash. This guy decided to change up from door delivery to roof delivery. Is that what they call airmail? Graffiti leaves a stain on the world, and so does your digital footprint when you're caught doing it. With the getaway car ready and waiting, all he needed to make sure was it wasn't just sweets in the passenger seat bag. This valet driver got caught in a sticky situation. Hope his driving skills are better than his stealing. When you try to break the rules of the road, it's best to avoid the enforcers. I've seen smooth criminals, but that's the smoothest police interception I've seen. On this random hot Tuesday morning, one worker thought this cop needed a cool down. Museums are where history is immortalized, just like how a video of you vandalizing a display will be on the internet forever. Getting a taxi home can be expensive, but when a perfectly good chair is left out in the wild, it's finders keepers from then on. If you're ever caught in the act of doing something, make sure you're doing something good, like hitting that thumbs up and subscribe button right now. See ya!